We're in a very special room here filled with a collection made by M.F. Husain in the 1950s. We're going to ask him...
56.
In 1956 to be precise. We're going to come to this collection and your work right now.
Yeah.
But I have to come back to this question which we asked before and you didn't want to answer it. The question simply was, when you see the Indian government in South Asia itself taking on the role of protecting people from other nations who've not found solace in their countries, be it Taslima Nasreen, be it in a sense for so many decades the Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
What do you feel? Don't you feel that why can't you take care of Maqbool Fida Hussain?
It's up to the government, because it's a political thing. So politically, it may be wise for them. I don't know, because I can only speak about the aesthetics. So I don't know the reason.
And I asked you this before, if tomorrow all the cases against you are dropped and the government tells you that we will provide you security, be it guards or a bulletproof vehicle or any of it, would that make you feel secure enough to return?
There is no such thing as insecurity. I very emphatic about that. There is no that I'm afraid of that. I think the people in India, they love me. And just few people who raise their fingers, it's okay. They are my countrymen.
So, is it just that you don't want to deal with all of this at this point in your life?
Again, I said, I have come to do these three major works, which was impossible to do it in India. Because the scale, first of all, the income, what you call the tax system, then there are so many other factors.
There was an interview of yours where you were quoted saying, and correct me if this was wrong, you were quoted saying that even if they give me a bulletproof vehicle, look what happened to Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi. You did say that, didn't you?
Yes, I did say that. Yeah, because this security thing, even you go out and suddenly a tree fell on you or something else. What is that? I'm not afraid of death. The mortality, you have to face one day. And I've been I've taken so many risks,
So are you saying when these projects of yours which you're working on finish?
I'm going back.
When have you scheduled that visit back?
Sorry?
When have you scheduled that return?
That will take another 2 years.
So in 2 years you're coming back?
Yeah, whether they like me or not, I'm going back.
And what is your plan for going back? When and
There's
how?
no such thing as plan, because I'm not a politician. I'm just a impulsive, a creative people. Sometimes I just going and I can take a about turn. I can do anything, because for the last 60 years I have been doing that.
But you have planned that in 2 years. You've had a mental schedule.
2 years I have to work to finish that work. Even if I finish it in 1 year, I'll do that. Or it may take 5 years. So what? I don't know.
So the day your current projects finish,
yeah,
you're taking the first flight back.
Yeah, I'll take the flight back.
And you have also been in the news a lot and in public perception a lot for your muses and how you depict them. The last being Madhuri Dixit, then you did a movie with Taboo. In your current crop of Bollywood, do you see anyone who you find interesting enough?
I'm not hunting for that, because whatever comes in front of me, I don't go after them. If I find it very...
Has anything caught your eye? Has anything?
So I just follow. So and after doing that, I'm not paying much attention what's happening in the Bollywood.
So there's no one from the current crop which has caught your eye?
No one has caught my imagination so far. No doubt they are great. What is my criteria of a essence of Indian womanhood? It is the what is the Vasa, Padmini, Mohini, Shankari, Dankani. The Padmini is the ultimate woman. So that's what I have been searching in my painting. And when I saw Madhuri, I found that in her body, in the body language, because I never painted her portrait. I was not concerned about the this physical beauty, but the essence of Indian womanhood. There may be great actresses there, but they could be anywhere from Mexico or from.
Hussain Sahib, if I may say this, during this interview you've given me all the politically correct answers. But I do sense an extent of, if I may put it, bitterness, a feeling of being misunderstood by our own people. Would that be fair to say?
That tinge of this there, it's there. Because every creative person, I'm not claiming I'm great, but
Forbes has called you the Indian Picasso. You've just finished, it's broken all records. Your painting has been auctioned at $2 million at Sotheby's. And yet you feel that no one understands what you do back in your country.
I don't say no one understands, but the majority people, they take time. And I'm not blaming them also, because this is the higher mathematics, visual mathematics. So it takes time.
Just talking about your own community, you said a majority of them don't. Of course, there's a very vibrant artist community in India.
Yeah.
Well, at the last festival in Delhi, they didn't really push for your work. They had not exhibited any M.F. Husains. There was a fear over there that there would be a backlash if they did.
That was the what you call the authorities, you know. They even went to the government also, and they met just to provide the security, and there was no answer from them.
How did that make you feel?
There are certain certain constraints. So at least I don't blame them. I don't say why didn't they stood up and for me and did that. No, this is all useless thing. You know, again becoming politicizing the whole thing.
I'm not asking you to say anything political. It's about you as a
know,
person.
Judy,
How are you feeling about this? It's not politics. This has been your life.
On the contrary, I phoned them. I congratulated them. Everybody was, how did they have not? I said, that is immaterial. But what they have done, organizing this, he says, because the government of India, Lalit Kala Academy, every third is called 3.5. They had started this, and it's rotting. So I said that at least you have come forward, which is you are doing very good work, and this platform, we need it. For our younger generation.
Some would say, and you mentioned it yourself, and one of the reasons you've preferred to stay out of India for the last many years is because you want to complete some type of work which you couldn't do as much in India.
Is that true?
Is it just that it's, now that you can, it's just a more comfortable life outside? It's a better, access to maybe material quality of living?
At this stage of my life, I like to work in comfort. Because I struggled in my youth, so let me have a little comfort.
So when people say that M.F. Husain is waiting to come home and he's not being allowed to because of certain forces and he just wants to walk the streets of Mumbai once more, it's not really what you're thinking in your mind at that point, is it?
Sometimes, your own, to understand your own mind is so complex. At what stage, what it takes a decision, that is also, that's a mystery of life.
You'll have to explain that a bit more to me.
It's more on the psychological aspects of it.
So
has anybody understood himself? It's very difficult.
Are you today a man who wants to go home but can't because he doesn't want to be hassled?
Home,
or are you a person who's now made a new home?
60 years I've been traveling all over the world, I don't feel that I'm in a foreign country at all. When I go to London, it's almost like as if it's my neighborhood.
Have you sort of given up on your nostalgia for India and Mumbai? Have you sort of been able to detach yourself
from that? It's still there. That part will be always there. That part, I'll take it to my grave.
But wouldn't you want to visit there soon?
When the things which I want to, my crazy mind is thinking of all these big projects which I ventured upon. It's almost, and even I could say that at this age I'm planning as if there are 30, 40 years ahead of me.
That's in fact wonderful. I'm just going to wrap this up by asking you for one last question. Do you have any message today to all of the people who lodged those 900 cases against you, who called you up and gave you a number of threats at that time? Today, do you want to say anything to them?
I wish them that the wisdom will dawn upon them one day. This is my prayer. Because they are my own people. It's like my own home. Some people have broken the toys, so I can't throw them out, and they can throw me out also.
Exactly. Why did you just?
They can't throw me out.
But you have chosen to keep away.
This is for the other reasons.
Thank you so much for your time today, sir. MF Husain speaking to us exclusively in Dubai.
Thank you.